And for our first segment, we will be talking about fun facts about Thanksgiving. Now, the first Thanksgiving event that ever occurred was in 1621. Pilgrims who sailed from England and landed on Plymouth Rock over like 2 months later, and they barely survived their first winter. So that was a crazy event. But then two tribes called Squanto and Wampanoag taught them how to exploit fish and create games and plant corn and squash, and that helped them survive in the new area and live around other hostile tribes. And Thanksgiving for Native American Indians was a time where they had given up their land in return for gifts that were full of diseases and other detrimental factors. And it was really just a time for them to like soak everything in and be grateful for what they had and what they were given, and really just, spend time with themselves. However, Thanksgiving for white settlers who were there at the time was an event that we are all familiar with, and it's a time celebrating with your friends and family and being thankful that they're still around to do things together. So it's kind of similar, but the reasons behind it are very different. So so my question for you guys is, since each family, not just the white settlers and Native American Indians, had different Thanksgiving traditions, cultures, and reasons why they celebrate this holiday, what is your opinion on the contrast? Or why do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
For me, I celebrate Thanksgiving just to give thanks to like my family, to God, just to like be thankful and like be able to be with everyone, like, just to be with your family and be together, just so that like we can all talk about the things that we're thankful for and we appreciate.
So over the years, I know I'm a little bit older than you all, but over the years I have I started to really have more real conversations with family at times where we gather together around the origins of holidays and the origins of why things were created. Not to say that, we shouldn't do them, but I think to just bring awareness about what's the source of these. So like Aisha, as you were saying, like Thanksgiving for Native Indigenous peoples, where they had to give up something in order to give up their land, in order to receive things. And as you shared, the things that they received were not favorable. They received things that had lots of disease and other detrimental factors. So Thanksgiving for me now has been a time to open up conversations around the past and how can we as the younger generation recreate new traditions, right? So one new tradition that I do is a gratitude circle, which we'll do in a minute. And also going to different traditions or different cultures, like houses on how they celebrate. So oftentimes, like I have friends who would do a yearly Thanksgiving walk, and they're not related to me, like they're just friends. So I try to learn more about how other cultures celebrate this time as a way to adopt it into my own and make it something new. So that's how my idea of Thanksgiving has evolved over the years.
That's great. I never really thought of actually looking into how other people celebrated Thanksgiving until this episode. And it really made me think of what people are thankful for, because when I'm at school and we have to do like a circle or something like that where people talk about what they're thankful of, everyone says family and friends. That's literally it. Like that's the basic generic answer. And I'm just like, it's time to reflect, like, especially this year, everything was crazy. We need to like dig deeper into what we're really thankful for, because although our family and friends are very much important and needed in our lives, what about you specifically? Like, what are you thankful for in your life? And not just the people around you, but every element and factor that is around you as well. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people need to dig deeper into what they're thankful for. because we're all living, we're all doing something. Like, it's really important, So yeah.